Today we're doing a Chinese classic, and what is that, Mum?
Got to be chicken chop suey.
Or as everyone else pronounces it in the Western world, chop suey. We'll get on with the recipe.
Yeah.
So we've got some chicken breast here, and we've sliced it across the grain. With chicken, it doesn't matter too much because we're going to be velveting it, but if you can go across the grain, it's just really good practice. I do want to note though, most Chinese takeaways aren't going to be velveting. They're going to be using pre-steamed chicken, which they cut up and they use to cook with. And all it is pumped with a little bit of water and salt, and it's actually more expensive than the raw stuff. And I know someone's going to point out, oh, it's just because they're trying to cut corners. No, it's most of their clientele actually prefer that meat rather than using the fresh meat, which is cheaper for them overall, but it's just the way it is.
Just the way it is.
Some things will never change. Change. Who's that? Bruce Hornby.
Is it?
I think so.
But at least we've got a tin then.
2-pack version.
Yeah.
So into the chicken, we're going to add some what, Ma?
Salt. MSG. Potato starch. Bicarbonate soda.
Okay. And the bicarb is the velveting agent. That's because it's an alkaline which stops the meat from going tough under heat. Lots of takeaways, when they velvet, will use too much bicarb, so they have to wash it off. If you use our method, you don't have to wash it off. We've been doing this for 5 generations now, so we know exactly how much to use to keep it tender and not have any of those bad sort of side effects, not side effects.
Smell, is it?
Well, that's what that.
Odors.
Well, odour and make it too slimy, because if you put too much in, the
Yeah.
chicken is going to be slimy.
It can be that.
Yeah, all the protein. Like soy sauce and a bit of veg oil. Now we're only using this because in the fridge, when you leave it, it can dry out. If you're going to be using it within 20 minutes, you don't actually need to add the oil. But if you're going to be using it overnight, even when it's covered, it's going to dry out slightly. So we use the oil to keep it from drying out.
Give it a mix.
Another reason why takeaways and takeouts aren't going to be marinating their beef like this, or velveting it, I should say. Oh yeah, sorry. Chicken, they always marinate the beef. But chicken is because the chicken itself is quite delicate. And if you don't know what you're doing with a wok, or you're not very experienced with a wok, it will stick, and it will stick like poo-poo to the bottom of the wok, and you're going to have to re-season it.
Yeah.
And halfway through a busy service, you don't need that. So most takeaways will avoid velveting chicken like this and using it in a wok. If they are velveting it, normally they deep fry it first and then just use it.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to let this sit for 20 minutes overnight in the fridge covered for best results. We're just going to interrupt you quickly to say that our first cookbooks are in stock. If you want to know where to get them, just comment below. Second ones have sold out, and they're not going to be in until after the new year. But if you want to learn how to cook like a Chinese takeaway chef at home, then maybe think about picking up one of these, because it's got 120 different recipes in. And this is very near selling out, so this will be the 9th time it's sold out.
Hurry up! Why stop last?
First off, we're going to need some veg oil. Here we go.
Yes. Got to have oil.
Now, a lot of you may be aware of the story of how chop suey was invented. We don't know if it's true or not, but it's just one of those legends.
Yeah, that's right.
So apparently in the ports in America, in the States, at the end of the night, the Chinese restaurants down there would run out of pretty much everything, and then the sailors would be hungry and they'd want something to eat. So what the Chinese did was literally just put all their leftover vegetables and the protein into a dish. And so chop suey was invented, or chop suey was invented. And chop suey quite literally means what, Ma?
Mix together everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
When the oil's hot, we're going to add our chicken. You're just going to want to brown this off. If you're using a non-stick wok for this though, the second you put that chicken in, you need to let it sit, otherwise it's going to tear. Sorry, stainless steel, carbon steel wok, the one that you season. A non-stick you can move straight away like we're doing.
Yeah. Look at that colour.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
People always ask what temperature to cook at. As high as it will go. Yeah, Emma?
Yes.
That's a mum's thumbs up, aka big chew thumb. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
This sounds like you've got a massive thumb.
Yeah. It's a generous. It's a reasonable size.
It's a reasonable sized thumb. Brilliant. So when your chicken's starting to brown, we're going to add some onions, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of MSG. And then we want to brown that MSG off. Because this is just essentially a mixed vegetable dish, you can put any veg you want in. So today I'm just going to put in some carrots, mange tout, and baby sweet corn.
Mange tout, yeah, I got it mixed up, yeah.
Mange two, Rodney, mange two.
What does he mean, mange two? Means hold on, is he? Or what?
Del Boy just can't speak French. Now the veg has started to catch. I'm going to put in our mushrooms. Another pinch of salt and a pinch of MSG. The reason why we add our mushrooms later on is because if you add them to begin with, they sweat. So the veg in the pan, they don't go nice and caramelised like this, yeah? You end up steaming them rather than frying them. We're just going to stir fry the mushrooms off for about 20-30 seconds to get a little bit of char on the outside. Then we're going to add a bit of aged garlic puree. We have a video on this already. I'm just going to cook off that garlic. Shouldn't take too long, 20-30 seconds at most. Then we're going to add some water. Pinch of salt, pinch of what, Ma?
MSG.
And a splash of light soy. Now, if you go to your takeaway and the sauce is completely clear, they've not used any soy sauce at all in it. Stir fry this off for about 2 or 3 minutes to make sure those mushrooms are done all the way through. And when they're done, you're going to add some bean sprouts. Stir them in.
Look at that bean sprout. Vibrant.
Yeah.
And rice wine?
Just as it's finishing. If you add it too early, that rice wine will cook off and lose a lot of its flavour.
Yeah, cooking is about chemistry as well.
Yeah. And then we're just going to thicken with some potato stock, sorry.
Smell that rice wine.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Mum started eating before we were ready filming because Mum was desperate to try this, weren't you, Mum?
Yeah, sorry.
So here we
Hot
go.
on camera.
Chop suey. Chop suey, as we say. Chicken chop suey.
Chicken chop suey.
Guy. G, depending on what dialect you say. I hate vegetables, unless it's potato and it's deep fried. But it gives flavour to that sauce, the vegetables.
Yeah. It's really good.
It's not a real flavour thing for me, it's more of a texture thing for vegetables. But I made sure we put a lot of meat in here.
The sweet corn is just cook it to perfection.
Because we added the Shaoxing rice wine.
Yeah.
Later on, you can really taste it through, rather than if you add it at the beginning, it loses so much of its punch, so much, man down, so much of its fruitiness, that it's pointless putting it in.
You could do it a bit of rice, isn't it?
Yeah, everything could do with a bit of rice or a bit of noodles.
But sometimes I do not mind just eating the main like that. It's quite, what's the word?
Delicious?
Uh,
I made myself laugh then.
quite satisfaction just to eat like this, the main.
Satisfactory.
Yeah, satisfaction.
Satisfactory.
Is it satisfactory?
You can't be satisfaction. I mean,
Oh, okay.
suppose you can if you were embodying the notion of satisfaction, like the Sandman. I am Dream, but otherwise.
I just use the English I know, okay?
Yeah. Also, don't forget, we've got an app as well, and that's linked in the description below. So if you want to check that out, go there. It's a web app, so it's not on the Play Store or Apple Store. You know what I mean, App Store. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, Ma.
Happy cooking, happy eating!
See you next time.